Okay, we're live. We are live. What's up, guys? What's up? It's your boy, Game27. I am back again with another Real Talk with the Real Gamer podcast. I decided to do the podcast today because tomorrow, got my Dallas Cowboys playing. They the hottest team in the NFL, and they the best. They cannot be stopped. But yes, I'll be watching that tomorrow. So that's why I'm going ahead and get this podcast out the way today. I got some interesting topics to talk about. We got some issues inside the gaming community, especially on the Nintendo side that I want to talk about. We're gonna talk about what we've been playing, what we got from Black Friday. We're gonna talk about EA damage controlling Titanfall 2 sales. Just got some interesting stuff to talk about today. But first, we're gonna talk about what we've been playing, and I guess let's go ahead and get our introductions out the way. Let's start with you, Alex.
All right, what's going on, everybody? ActivesiN here, and we're back for another episode of Real Talk with the Real Gamer. Yes, we doing it today because Real wants to watch football tomorrow because that's what's more important, apparently.
Yep.
Even though the video game awards are tomorrow, but whatever.
Yes, they are. That's why it's important that. Hold on, wait. We may have to do a podcast tomorrow.
That's what I was saying, but we'll figure that out tomorrow. But otherwise, we're going to talk about some fuckboys, Nintendo fuckboys. So that's why I'm here. That's why we're all here today. It's a fuckboy Wednesday throwdown, and I think we have some other nonsense to talk about too. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. Did Real drop out or something?
Yeah, his mic was muted.
Went to mute. Oh, guess I will go then, since it's usually my turn next anyway.
Yep.
All right, this is Nick from Gamer Nick Incorporated here for another episode of Real Talk with the Real Gamer on Wednesday for some strange reason. And so we're going to talk about whatever it says in the title. And by the way, there were kids in the Final Fantasy 15 commercial, so Final Fantasy 15, kitty game confirmed.
Exactly. You cannot deny.
Kitty game approved also.
You know what didn't have kids in it? The Nintendo commercial, the Switch commercial.
Right.
Okay, who wants to go next?
Oh, go ahead, Jay. You're next.
Hey, everybody. Oh, there's an alien! There's a fucking
We've got aliens in the house.
The Xenomorphs are back.
Real Gamer has been hacked.
Apparently.
We may have to redo the entire intro if his shit's fucked up.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, it's scratchy. I can hear it.
I don't
Tech
hear
issues.
Oh, that was me. That was a zip tie.
Oh. All right, what's up, everybody? This is Jay Downs, the Protagonist Gamer, here in this podcast, and also at the time, I'm currently doing a money glitch on The Witcher 3.
Cheater!
Yes, correct. You are correct. The money here is very, how do I say it? I don't want to say stagnant, but it's tedious. So the money glitch is, oh yeah. I'm cheating. You're right. I'm cheating.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Man, I have an issue with my computer again, man. I need to get this shit fixed, bro.
Hey, are the aliens done probing you?
You need
I
a
don't
new
know what's
computer,
going on,
sir.
man. But are we still live? Does it say we're still live?
It says live.
Okay, cool. Keep going. Who's next to go?
It's me.
Go ahead, Sinister.
Yeah, what's happening, yo? Sinister here. Back once again for another podcast.
All right. Who's next, man? I'm on my phone, so I really can't see who's next, to be honest.
I think that was everyone.
That was everyone?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, man. Like I was saying, man, all right. I guess as I'm trying to get this issue fixed on my computer, let's go ahead and start with what we've been playing. And let's just go in order. Then as y'all saying what y'all been playing, I'm trying to get this shit fixed, man. Y'all go ahead.
Okay.
Let's start, Alex.
Okay. So I've been, I picked up some stuff on Black Friday, mostly like Steam sale games. So I've been playing through Doom again, this time on PC. And Doom's an amazing game. I would go as far as saying top 3 games of the year, easily. It's just incredible. It's nonstop, ridiculous fun. It's just like, it's everything you could want in a shooting game, just mindless fun. And they did it all right. The only thing they fucked up, obviously, is the multiplayer. The multiplayer is absolute dog shit. But the campaign is just so fun. I love it.
thought
So
it was
I'm playing
old
through
school.
that again.
I thought it was old school, modern day shoot 'em up.
Well, they take elements of old school and modernize it. It's just melded together so well. It's truly like brilliant. I love it. So I'm just playing through that again. I think I'm like halfway through right now. So I'll beat that sometime this week. And then I don't know. I bought some other games. I can't remember what they were. I just spent a little more than I should have, but on random ass games. So yeah, I'll get to the next one eventually. Yeah, especially you rich ass motherfucker.
Man, I ain't got no money, man. I ain't got no job. I'm broke. I'm a bum.
You got a money tree out in the backyard?
know, right?
I'm like Tommy from Martin. I ain't got no damn job.
Rest in peace, Tommy.
Are you still going, Alex?
Oh no, I'm good.
All right. What about you, Sam? So what you get, man?
Oh man, just other than I got Assassin's Creed Syndicate and Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 off of course got it from my job, I paid like, $8 and 20 something respectively. And basically that of course I gotta thank my homegirl. She got me Infinite Warfare, the Legacy Edition. I didn't ask for it, but she bought it for me. It was free, so can't complain about that.
Can't argue with free.
Yeah.
Hell no.
But
Free is the best.
yeah. Basically that's all I have for right now.
Oh, okay. What about you, Nick?
Let's see. Oh, I've been up to a lot lately, actually. Let's see. I've been playing. I played episodes 2 and 3 of Telltale Batman. What else? I was playing. What the hell was I playing? I was trying to play Borderlands 2, but you can't really play that game by yourself. So
Yeah, that's definitely one you want to play with people.
Yeah,
I tried that. It's like it's a fun game, but like if you ain't got friends to play with, it's fucking terrible.
You're fucked.
But I was playing that, and then like I was getting my ass kicked in boss fight. So I'll try again later. Maybe I'll see if I can just jump on some online games and see what happens, stuff like that. I don't know. I was playing. I say I just finished something, but I don't remember. I finished Mafia 3 finally.
Oh, nice.
Took
Awesome. A while.
Yeah. Mafia 3, been playing. Currently, I'm actually playing Titanfall 2, and also I've been playing a Skyrim Special Edition, which I got for free on Steam because I already had the regular Skyrim on Steam to begin with. So, free game, yay!
Yay!
As for my Black Friday pickups, I did actually get in Titanfall 2, which I'm actually enjoying. World is ending here. Also picked up, that was about $27. Picked up Recore for $15.
Nice.
Awesome.
Just Cause 3 for $15. Grand Theft Auto 5 for Xbox One for $25. And the Ninja Turtles game, Mutants of Manhattan, for another $25.
Hey, you've been on a shopping spree, haven't you?
Yeah,
I got a handful of stuff
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah,
you got some good
son.
to go through, so yeah.
Okay. What about you, Jay? What did your subscribers give you?
Money. They gave me money. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I've been doing the live streams a lot, and I know it's been tedious, but man, like a lot of people have. At first, it was just a live stream to play the game. Now people have been coming to just watch me act a damn fool. So I've been getting like donations, and a lot of people have been like donated, and I don't have XSplit set up, so pretty soon I'll be doing that one. But so far, there is enough to get Mafia 3 and Watch Dogs 2, but I'm just living up to my channel like name, and I said I don't want to bring any more games to my channel unless they're like complete editions. That way, when I play the whole game, like my subscribers can watch it with me too because it's the whole game. So like the only 2 games I bought for my channel was Shadow of Mordor and The Witcher 3. I chose not to do the PlayStation subscription fee just yet. I'm gonna be going online in March for Tekken 7, but I haven't bought shit. But I just been getting the donation. that's what I've been up to, man. That's why I've been on the grind. Not to avoid you guys. It's been paying off on my channel, man. I'm at 910 right now, or 909 subscribers. It's been paying off, man. I'm getting like a lot of subscribers off those live streams.
Hey, man, if they want to be free PlayStation 4s and PlayStation Pros and stuff, if you got enough that you can't handle, man, you gonna send them some our way, man. Especially me.
I can handle all this stuff. Hey, man, I'm selfish.
Man, you just a hustling pill, aren't you?
You can't play 2 PlayStation 4s at the same time.
Hey, you know what? If y'all come to the live stream and just sit there for an hour, you would like see that chat just going off, bro. It'd be crazy.
Man,
views though, man. I haven't got over 1,000 views, but I get pretty close.
That's good.
If you even get 300 views, just people watching.
You know what? I kind of took your advice, real. You know, let's just talk about games. And I said, you know what? Let me just play the games and just let me see if I get like a different crowd in. And I get more respect for the live stream than the gaming news. The gaming news was fun, but the live streams, man, I didn't think.
If I honestly with my channel, I get a decent amount of people watching. Sometimes 12 or 15 watching at the same time. I can't watch people play games. I don't know. It's just me. I'd rather be playing it than watching it. But everybody.
That's why I use the camera. That's why I bought the camera. Because like they're watching you act like a fool or watching your face expressions. Like in The Witcher 3, there's a lot of emotions. So they're seeing your reaction constantly. And sometimes if you make them laugh, man, and you just being yourself, shit, they may drop you a 10 or may drop you a 50.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's why I got to get that XSplit because they're donating on the PayPal. And I get the email, but they always have to tell me. I'm like, oh, shit, man. Thanks, man. I didn't fucking know. That's why I be having my phone like right there next to me. I'm like, oh, thanks for the donation. I appreciate that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sometimes my live stream, I be getting some weirdos in that comment section just saying some off the wall shit.
That's why I hit the block button on those bitches. Yeah. Hey, these days you don't want to get hit with like you don't want to get caught typing in the worst thing that you can on Google because they will ban your ass.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I banned over about 200 people because you know I got that Google Plus thing, so a lot of people be racist. So I banned a lot of them, and a lot of them create new accounts. They go through the works and like, man, I had to create a new account because you reported me. You damn right I did. What did you call me? Get your ass off the internet.
Look out for those weirdos, man. They're crazy as hell, man.
Yeah, man. I know how to take care of them, though, man. Once they put that comment up there and it does not fit, once you report it, it's stuck in glue, man. Once the writing's on the wall, they can't write it off, and their account will get suspended or terminated by Google.
Wow.
Okay. So I guess moving forward, I guess the stuff that I got, of course, if you follow me on Facebook, I post Final Fantasy 15. I just bought today. Watch Dogs 2.
For real?
I played that for about 2-3 hours. It's pretty good. I really am enjoying the game. What else did I get? I went ahead. I rebought Black Ops 3. It was $15, so you couldn't beat that. You know, because I never finished the first one. Well, I never finished Black Ops 3 when it came out last year. I won't say last year.
I got it. I just never played it.
When I bought the bundle, I played it for a little bit, and I just traded in. So since it was cheap, I just bought it again. So I go ahead and finish the campaign. And of course I bought Street Fighter 5 last month, and I just now playing it right now. Played it last night, got my ass whooped online. I won a few matches, but I'm just I'm trying to get the hang of it. I'm all right. That's all because I'm all right for right now.
But what, Titanfall 2?
I got that too. I got Titanfall 2 and I got Battlefield 1. When I bought
I was there for your live stream, man. You was getting hammered.
Yeah, I was getting my ass beat. I think that was the last time I played it. No, I'm gonna get back on there, but I don't know, man. Like, I like to play a lot of single player campaign. I like to play by myself because I'm more interested in playing single player campaigns. And if I just play multiplayer all day, every day, it's boring, man. I know that shit can get competitive, but I don't have the patience trying to practice for like 100 hours trying to get really good at one game. I like to spread it out. I like to play other games. So that's probably why I'm getting my ass beat, because you got these people that's on people that's on Titanfall all fucking day, all week, all month. I like to play other games. So, don't get me wrong, I did put some hours to that game, but I still got other multiplayer to play. I still got Battlefield 1 to play. I still got a whole bunch of games I got to play, man.
So you got a
But,
backlog.
Same here. Yeah, backlog also.
I got a lot of backlog games to play, so I'm not really worried about it. So I guess right now, Watch Dogs 2 and Final Fantasy 15 gonna be my primary games to play and beat. I don't want to put them on my backlog. I want to beat them, so I'm gonna be playing those games for the next week or maybe two. How long? Well, I ain't got nothing to do. I hope I'll be done with about a week. But yeah, let's go and get into our topics, man. Anybody else got to add before we get into our topics?
No,
Okay.
I like to apologize to the podcast and to the viewers, man. Sorry for the incognito. I just, I found success in something and I just been riding out with it. So I apologize for my absence.
Man, I ain't worried about that, man. But yeah, man, let's go and talk about some EA damage control about the Titanfall 2 sales, man. Like, yes, we all know that digital gaming is getting really popular. It's a lot popular than it used to be back, last generation. A lot of people are going more to the digital side this generation, but we got to remember that physical copies always going to be superior, and it's still showing right now. Like, majority of the gamers will like to buy their games, physical, because it's more valuable of buying your games physical than digital, because you cannot trade in your digital gaming. And digital gaming and physical media it's the same price, in which I just don't understand, because digital there's no value. So Peter Moore, he came out and he basically said that Titanfall 2 is going to sell over the years, even though it started off really slow and everything. And I just don't know how you can damage control that. They sandwiched Titanfall 2 in between Call of Duty and Battlefield 1, in which that was a terrible idea.
Yep.
That game should have came out during summer. Like, I don't know what was they thinking, and they make it seem like it's okay. And last time I checked, Respawn is not okay. Respawn is pretty pissed off about it. The head guy of Respawn he's pretty fucking pissed. Even though EA is talking about they would like to do more partnerships with them in the future. I forgot the dude's name from Respawn. He said, "What the fuck that means?" So he's pretty pissed. So I pretty much know what that's gonna go later down in the future. But all the Titanfall fans, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about this. It's sort of bad news, because right now it seems like this franchise might be dead. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully we'll have another publisher will come out and take over, especially with a masterpiece game of Titanfall 2. This game was really, really good. I really enjoyed it, but damage control of the sales, like, come on, man. Come on. What do you think about it? Is this the ultimate damage control for the sales of Titanfall 2? It was a mass failure as far as sales. What do you think about it, Alex?
Yeah, like, EA obviously made the wrong call by putting it in between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty. Like, everyone saw this coming when they saw the release date, except for EA. Apparently, they were too arrogant, and they completely screwed that game over. And it sucks, because I played through the campaign of that game, and it's way better than Call of Duty and Battlefield 1's campaign. It's a really good game, really polished, looks really good, runs really well. I didn't have any complaints with it, but unfortunately, it got screwed. It got screwed by EA. We all saw the Respawn. The head of Respawn was pissed. I don't think they want to work with EA anymore, and now EA is in full damage control mode on why their game tanked. And it's just like, we all know why it tanked. It's because of you guys. You fucked them. And they're trying to say some stuff like, "Oh, don't worry, it'll sell over time." But now they're actually giving a free weekend of Titanfall 2 on EA Access, which is something that should have did from launch, which a lot of people got mad because it wasn't on EA Access. But now it's finally going there. And the only reason it's going there is because it wasn't selling well. We'll see. I hope it does sell better, but usually with these kind of games, the first 2 weeks is the primary sales, and then they kind of taper off from there.
Unless they're Nintendo games.
Unless they're Nintendo games. Yeah, Nintendo games, they stay. Like, they don't
no,
sell all at once.
Uncharted sells pretty good after a while. Halo's still selling, so you never know.
Yeah, but like, generally it's Nintendo games that do that.
Yeah, generally. Yeah, because Titanfall is still particularly a new franchise. Like, if it's like a big blockbuster, one of the main pillars, then you expect it to sell over the year. Halo 5 has been out for over a year now, but it still cracks the top 20 in sales, and it's been out for over a year. Same with Uncharted, been out for like 6 or 7 months, and it still cracked the top 20. So Titanfall 2 is still a new franchise, man.
Yeah.
So that was the ultimate damage control. Like EA, they should have did their hardest to put that game out of the fall, because the fall is basically fall is always made for heavy hitters, heavy AAA hitters. I'm not saying that Titanfall is not a heavy hitter, but it's still a new franchise. It still have heavy hitter qualities as far as the game goes, but as far as the loyal fan base, the loyal shooter fan base, they're still on Battlefield side. They still on Call of Duty side. So there's not much room unless it's Halo. The only people that can compete with Battlefield and Call of Duty is Halo, because Halo got their own side, the Xbox fanboys. But Titanfall is still a new franchise. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. It's just bullshit, man. I don't know. I know I talked about this last week, but I don't know. He went full ultimate damage control. That's why I'm bringing it back up, man. It sucks, dude. Are you still going out? I know.
I'm good.
Okay. Who's next? What about you, Nick? What you think about it?
Well, that's basically it. They released 2 games from them at the same time, and that was dumb, especially like a game like Battlefield. I mean, maybe if they went up against like Madden or something, they might have had a better chance of selling it pretty well. But no, they put it against Battlefield, which is like the de facto first-person shooter that comes out of EA.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically it. I mean, every year when you see not every year, but, Battlefield comes out every couple of years. But it's usually always put up against Call of Duty, and that's the year Call of Duty doesn't sell that well because it's going up against Battlefield. So you can kind of imagine it'd be the same way, even if it's one of EA's leaders, especially since the games are pretty much more or less, well, I don't want to say similar. I mean, the difference is they're both first-person shooters, basically. So
yeah.
And I think more people are going to gravitate more towards the Battlefield 1 because they wanted to play a World War I game, and they're kind of tired of these like futuristic shooters because maybe it doesn't feel realistic to them. Is like another way to look at it. So it's just like, yeah. I mean, had they put it out at a different time, it would have done better, but nah, they were like, oh, we'll just put it out here. And, they probably pissed off a lot of people with that stupid thing on Twitter, which people should not have gotten mad about at all because that's just fucking stupid to be mad about that, but it happened, and it didn't do them any favors.
Yeah.
So you saying Respawn shot themselves in the foot with that picture?
They should have just, maybe they shouldn't have said, well, blue is sectioning. If they just did not say that, I think it would have been a little smoother. But no, they had to sit there. They tried to make a joke, and then sadly learned that a lot of people on the internet just don't really have a sense of humor, at all.
They're very uptight.
Like, I would sit there and be like, aha, that's kind of funny, but still want the Xbox version. People are like, how dare you, sir? You come here and you blah, blah, blah. And they just went fucking off.
They went apeshit.
I still think the people from social media, the gamers from social media, are the minorities that actually buy video games.
Yeah, they definitely are.
That is true, but,
I don't think
certain people
hurt that much.
And they immediately went to do their Mercy podcast like 2 minutes after. We got to get together now and do this podcast. They have to know how badly they messed up.
We got to hold it down for the Xbox community.
It's like, they don't know who you are. They have no idea. They've never heard of you. It's like they don't give a shit who you are. You can make all the freaking Mercy podcasts you want. They don't know you, and they don't care.
That's true.
But anyway... didn't mean to go off on there like that, but yeah, like I said, they kind of hurt themselves by doing it. They cannibalized their own sales, and it is a shame too because I believe it or not, I actually bought Titanfall 2. Sure, I bought it at half price for Black Friday sale, but still, it turns out that it's an actually fun game, and I can't believe that me is saying an EA first-person shooter is fun, especially since people know how I feel about EA.
Did you play Battlefield 1 yet, or just Titanfall?
I was thinking of getting Battlefield 1, but I already felt I spent enough money at the time.
Dude, get Battlefield 1. I really didn't play much of the multiplayer. I played a little bit, but that campaign is awesome, dude. Especially on the airplane story.
To
The
begin with,
airplane story
at
was
least
pretty
new.
good.
The Titanfall 2 campaign's better.
Yeah, so that's about it. That's all I got on that one.
All right, what about you, Jay?
Man, I got a low say. What was tonight's topic? Because I don't want to have like a conflict of interest. So, what was the topics tonight?
About EA damage controlling for the sales of Titanfall 2.
All right, I'm also throwing there Capcom.
Yeah, they talking about, you know, they didn't count the digital sales. So yeah, he's ultimate full damage controller.
like the thing is, like with these developers, I don't know why. No, the publishers. Actually, this is a publisher move right here. I don't know why EA decided to make that move. I mean, Titanfall 2, to be honest, it released perfectly. How it had no microtransactions or pay for DLC. The DLC that I'm hearing about is going to be free up.
Everything is free. Nothing paid. And
that right there is what needs to shine. And unfortunately, if EA really wanted it to shine, they wouldn't have released it the way they did. Maybe they didn't want it to shine, you know, because they still want to try to do the microtransaction thing and the DLC thing with other titles.
Does Titanfall 2 have a season pass or no?
No, it doesn't.
There you go. That's your reason.
And
that's
one, they want to sell you a $3 season pass.
And here's the thing. You know, I've been reading the numbers and putting up voting polls. So many gamers are really tired of DLC. DLC is becoming a major depressant now because of how developers do it. You know, the game. And say, listen, we want you to pay for this extra content that was probably a main character from a last game that you really wanted to see. Like, you know, that isn't very annoying. Developers are even lying, saying that Square Enix is lying, how they're saying, oh, Hitman was a huge success. Hitman was not a huge success.
Well, here's what I think going on is, like, they desperately wanted to charge $100 per game this generation. They wanted it to happen, and gamers said no. So what they did is they snuck it in by trying to offer these season passes, which are basically about the same price as an entire game at this point.
Yeah.
So like they're trying to hope that they could like circumvent, and there are people that fell for it. I'm not gonna say their names, but you know who they are.
Just saying.
Yeah. So they're just like, like this is their.
Yo, I've been suckered. I can honestly say.
I think everyone in here has been suckered at least once.
I mean, I don't think I even told you guys the full story of that collector's edition. Half of that money.
Never bought a season pass ever. I'm been No, I swear to God, like I might probably bought like an extra map pack or something, but as far as it's been like
just as bad. Your hands are dirty.
My hands are definitely dirty. I don't know if I told you guys the full story of that Deus Ex Mankind Divided collector's edition.
Yeah, the one with the statue.
That was half of that money was my subscribers' money, man. I wasted a good chunk of their money on that, and I was just like, man, that's not the way I want to lead by example. To say, hey, listen, buy the collector's edition, it's worth it. Then you completely get fucked. Like I got fucked in that. They're still releasing DLC for that you have to pay for.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I got the collector's edition that came with no season pass, but they advertised it like it did. So.
At least your collector's edition came with a game. There's some collector's editions that come out now and they don't even have the fucking game in there.
Yeah. I'm Final Fantasy didn't.
Yeah, Final Fantasy did that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell
Resident Evil 7 is going to have Resident Evil 7 is supposed to have a special edition with no game.
See,
it's like $200.
You know what? Gamers got to focus on good gaming other than the hype, man. Granted, Titanfall 2 did not sell well. There are other titles as well that did not sell as well either. Watch Dogs 2, for instance.
A lot of games flopped this year.
A lot of games didn't sell well. Even Call of Duty took a big hit.
Yep.
You know why people aren't still buying Watch Dogs? They know it's a good game, but they're like, oh, man, a game like this, where's their DLC and how much you want it? People are tired of that shit, man. I know that is the big cancer.
Yeah, that's why Ubisoft is changing their DLC practices now.
Oh, not only them. Has anyone seen the emergency that Capcom is doing with Marvel versus Capcom 4? Do you not see the trend there?
Yeah, like the rumors and stuff. Yeah.
Come on, did you see it? Yeah, it's not a rumor anymore, but have you seen the trend?
No, I didn't see.
Street Fighter V lost over bank, man. They lost so much money on the marketing and the release of that game.
Yeah, because it was dog shit.
Capcom is now. Don't get me wrong. Capcom has done everything right.
Street Fighter V is I like it. I'm enjoying the game.
Yeah. It's
No, man, the way they released it was ridiculous.
Yeah,
I was trying to tell you guys, like a long time ago, when it comes to fighting games, you cannot release a fighting games with no fighters, and then you can't be
no story.
Well, it's a possibility we may charge you for the main characters that you used to play for. You can't do that,
You
man.
can't do that. That's
you gotta wait for the daggone summer for a story mode.
Yeah.
Now look how fast
yeah.
they're talking about putting out Marvel versus Capcom 4. They're talking about that may come out next year. That is this game right here. I guarantee you, they got so many people working on this game to make up for the millions of dollars. I posted up an article about that. Capcom lost over they lost over 100 million. They lost a lot of money on that game because the way it released. The analysts
They rushed it.
They deserved it. They released a shoddy product.
Yeah. So with that being said,
just for the Evo tournaments.
Now, I think Capcom is based in Japan. Forgive me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
they are.
Okay, so with that being said, you know how they keep everything secretive, but I guarantee you that fucking dude who marketed that game got his ass lofted off. They took him off. Now, Capcom is working closely with Marvel and the fans to make sure that they get the perfect game out. And please believe me when I say they're going to market it as smart as they can. If Capcom butchers Marvel versus Capcom 4, you can guarantee you their stocks can't take another hit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, here's the thing. Is it going to be released on multiplats, or is it going to be...
this isn't Konami here with Pachinko Cheese. This is Capcom completely on first-party support.
Yeah, that's all they have now.
I think Capcom's like 2 more fuck-ups away to sell their company. Because,
and exclusivity? Hang that up. Capcom needs the money.
That's the same. They need the money.
Everybody's getting this one.
They need to put their game
the way they burn
as possible.
Yeah, the way they burn Microsoft with Street Fighter 5. Come on.
Yeah, see, they can hang all that up because Capcom needs that money. So, I know EA was the main topic, but I just also want to give some other examples that when there's a good game out there, developers know how to do it. Here's the thing. You got to stand up to the publishers and be like, listen, I'm not going to let you fuck me over, okay? Because if you do that, it's going to cause a huge deterioration in our fan base. And a lot of people that are big fans, some of them don't want to own up to it. Some of them that are part of the community that are on the leaderboard, some of them try to keep the peace, but they know damn well, like, whoa, we just got fucked over. It causes a great drought with gamers. And gamers are really tired of that shit now, So I know Titanfall 2 is a great game. I'm not a shooter, I'm a fighter. But that's the only reason why I don't play shoot 'em up games. But I do have Call of Duty 3 up here, and I just not have played it because I'm not a shooter, I'm a fighter. So I wish the best of luck to the developers of Titanfall 2. Hopefully they'll get away from EA. Get away, do your own thing. I mean, who's those developers making Horizon Zero Dawn? Granted, they're with Sony. They got enough money to say, hey, we can leave Sony now, but Sony's doing it right. So, but for the developers of Titanfall 2 and 1, they just need to say, hey, we know who we're dealing with. Let's get the fuck away from them. I mean, they put a Battleborn on them, didn't they?
Yeah, EA really fucked them.
Yeah, put a Battleborn on them. Battleborn, does anybody remember that game?
They got Battleborn. Yeah.
Yep. Overwatch and Battleborn released at the same time. It was a good competition, but quickly.
Yeah, that was smart.
It was yeah. It was the first
Battleborn was like, who makes Battleborn? Was that Square?
Man, I forgot it was.
I heard the game is fun. Battleborn.
Wait, no, it's the what is it? Borderlands guys, they make it.
You mean Gearbox?
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, Battleborn seemed like an interesting game, but when you put an unproven game next to
it
game,
yeah.
Battleborn actually is pretty fun, but like Overwatch is just a better game.
Yeah, Overwatch swept them away. Plus, Battleborn, they kind of pulled a move that was against the fans when they started losing money. I think they tried to do some kind of microtransactions, DLC bullshit.
I heard they're trying to turn it into a free-to-play game now.
Oh, yeah. That's always the last maneuver right there. But you know what? When
that's the Hail Mary.
Developers developers say we're going to do a free to play, that should tell people that when you're not interested, and yes, the developers are trying to try to fix their fuck ups. That should tell gamers that, wow, I was really in control of this because I decided not to fall for the hype.
Yeah, like if your game was a free to play game, it should start as a free to play game.
Yeah,
not like start as a $60 game and then become a free to play game.
That's the last move resolution right there, and that's good. I think Evolve, the developers of Evolve, Total Rock.
Yeah, they did the same thing.
Yeah, they're doing it. They're trying to still save Evolve, but Evolve's gonna pretty much it's going down. It's going down. You know,
Evolve was dead after the first 2 weeks.
Evolve was the first of its kind. And granted, Turtle Rock had a great idea. It's just how they market it, man. You know,
not even that. There's no content, and then everything was left behind DLC. It was a $60 game with damn near $300 of DLC.
See, that's the thing, though. $60 is completely online. That's another scratch on their asses that they should have never did. Gamers are tired of paying for online-only games and getting nowhere.
An online-only game should be $40, not $60.
Yep. That's why I refuse to buy a Battlefront, because that game started off as a campaign and multiplayer. Now they took the campaign out, as a multiplayer, and it still cost $60 plus a $50 season pass. That was outrageous.
Yep.
I enjoyed the beta. Beta was really fun, but there's no way in hell I'm paying that kind of money for an online game. I'm sorry.
DLC is going to have to they're going to have to get their management right. Every publisher is going to have to do their management for DLC correctly. DLC used to be free. DLC used to make sense until they started until they started abusing it, and we should have known this was going to happen.
I know that people. I know Zen. He brought it up. He said, if people want to get rid of the DLC, want to get the full games. Why don't they just release the game just $80 and just call it a day and get all the content?
Because they know people are not going to be willing to pay a $120 light bill, probably maybe I'll say a best $60 internet bill.
I don't even trust games at $60. That's why I wait to buy these games. If they come out and they promise that they're gonna charge us $80 for a completed game, I wouldn't even trust those motherfuckers. I'm being honest.
I don't believe that bullshit where they're saying the games have to be $100 to break even now, because that just means their budgets are out of proportion. Because there's no reason for it.
I can see if this was wood shop, you carving this wood out of hand. You're carving this wood out of hand. And you're selling this particular table for a certain amount of price. I totally get that. But we're talking about one team, one game, multiple copies of the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I find this very offensive. You're selling the same thing to a whole bunch of people, and you guys know that you put this inside a machine and say, copy, 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 copy. How is that fair? I can see if this was a car. A brand new car that had to get me from A to Z. Now that's really important. But we're talking about CDs, man. I don't even feel like paying $60 no more for the game. Now when I paid $50 for the Witcher, I actually spent my own money on that one. I didn't use any of my subscribers' money. I used my own money on that one. This I can guarantee out of all the games that got donated to my channel. For some reason, this was the only game that people were interested in. And I'm asking, why are you guys so interested in this game? Why are you guys interested in this, this complete edition right here? Why not the Shadow of Mordor? Oh, because it's an entire game. You got the whole game right then and there. The developers didn't rip out DLC. They added DLC later on with a reasonable price. Look at, The Witcher 3, I'm already on my second month playing that game.
Yeah.
I'm offline. That's a big real game. So many developers aren't doing that.
Yeah, that company, what is it? CD Projekt Red, they handle DLC amazingly.
Oh, yeah, they're going to do Cyberpunk 2077 good. I believe it.
Yeah. And their game looks better than almost any other game out there right now. It has more content than any other game out there right now. And still manages only to be $60. So that's what I mean when I say I don't believe these guys when they say they need $100 to break even. Especially when your game is a fucking online-only shooter game. How do you expect me to believe that you need $100 on each copy to break even?
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense.
I know a lot of people may get offended. I say, okay, you're making one game with multiple copies. All right, it's not like a pair of shoes that's gonna help me go hiking. I totally get that. But we're talking about a video game. A video game is not a necessity. You know what I'm saying? It's something that we want.
Yeah.
It's something that we want to just say, oh man, this is nice to explore. You know, I may not be able to explore here one day, but I'm glad that these developers have really given me that experience of what it looks like to live in these times, whether they're shoot 'em up or medieval times. You know, this is a great experience right here, but it's not something that I need. Where developers and publishers are fucking up is that, oh, they need this. They're willing to pay this because they need this. That is where they're fucking up. Dude, I'm telling you, they better watch out. Watch out. What was it? NetherRealm? They're going to be next on the hot list if they fuck up Injustice 2. Like they fucked up Injustice 1.
Mm-hmm. Let's go with Sinister. So we kind of got off topic again about a large margin, man. Sinister, man, what do you think about this Peter Moore damage control in this Titanfall 2 sales?
It just goes to prove that arrogance, was their undoing. I mean, just the way that they set it up. I mean, you just had mega success with Battlefield 1, but then you think you can get double success with Titanfall 2 in that same month. And that's like, no. Plus you got Call of Duty, like a week after that. It's like that was a major fail on their part. And it just, I mean, then plus like all the bullshit that Respawn was doing, like saying blue is sexier than green and blah blah blah. It's like you forget the color green is money, and stuff like that. People use that, but I don't know. But I think you already covered the rest of the thing. It's just, I mean, they do it all wrong. I mean, that's like,
go ahead.
I mean, just the way they did it was all wrong. I mean, Titanfall 2, I'm sure it's a great game. Hopefully I'll play it one day. Other than that, just the way they released it, I mean, that was a major fail on their part. They should have planned that better. At least come out like away from the competition, like with this little no competition. Like,
I bet you they did, man. These publishers, they're so much of an asshole. You barely hear developers talk about them because the developers need that publisher money, man. They need that.
Yeah.
Shit. So you don't want to bite the hand that feeds you, but at the same time,
right?
They're already causing you to bleed out anyway. So you might as well speak out, man. But that's why developers don't ever really come forth and talk about the asinine things that these publishers do. Last time we ever seen somebody do something like that was that one developer that made that game that was like he wanted the Nintendo Switch kit, and he went off on a big rant about that. And
that was the Oregon Blind Forest stuff.
Oh man, you should have never said that. Oh, now Nintendo's not gonna fuck with you. Oh man, it just see. I mean, they do shit like that, man. These publishers, man, if they hold the ball, you better not give them one excuse to drop it.
That's one of the main reasons why these games coming in broken these days, because these publishers just pushing these developers to get these games out on time. Even though 8 times out of 10 these games are not complete when they release them.
Absolutely, man. The technology,
they're in cycle about it. It just sucks.
The technology is not moving as fast as the human mind thinks. That's what the problem is. And a lot of people need to really think about that. Technology it's not moving as fast as we think, and if it did, then we'd be more advanced than what we are today.
Go ahead, Sensor. I know you still go ahead, Sensor.
I mean, just the way that Jay Don has brought out, just the way they just rush these things out. I mean, because you got to think about it, these companies want that green, they want that federal green. It's like, I mean, they want it like any means necessary. It's like, look, if it's broke, I mean, heck, I mean, it's like all they care about is the money. That's all they want. It's like they don't. Seems like someone just don't even care about putting the effort in putting out a great quality game, that's gonna bring in, the mega bucks and stuff like that. And they're just, they got this mindset. It's like, it's broken. We'll release it anyway. We're still gonna make that money. We'll just give them some DLC and stuff like patches. We'll fix all that stuff, but just to, hoping trying to clean it up, and after the first week or something like that. But,
okay.
That's all I have.
Okay, let's go and switch to the next subject. Shit, only 12 views. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, I used to be like around 25 or 30 people watching. Like, what the hell's going on with my views lately, man? YouTube is just fucking up now.
Well, we are doing it on Wednesday instead of Thursday.
Algorithm shit.
Yeah, they fucking up, man. They fucking up.
Screwing over all the little guys, man.
No, I know I'm not the only channel that's going through it, man. Like, people they're gonna come and watch it after the podcast, but I like to get a lot of people to interact with us because like about 30, 45 minutes into the show. We usually have like 25 or 30 people watching.
Yeah, YouTube is fucking up. I got my thing set on all you guys to get notifications. I haven't been getting any notifications when you go live or when you put on the video. So YouTube is fucking up.
Yeah. I might have to do what Crap Gamer do. I have to remind people to freaking like and freaking push that notification bar shit.
Yep.
If y'all watching, please make sure y'all hit that notification bar every time I go live or whatever, because YouTube has been fucking up lately. You know, a lot of YouTubers, even bigger YouTubers, is fucking complaining about their views going down. They mysteriously losing a lot of subs. Like, it's just, I don't know what the hell's going on. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. But let's go to a second subject. I'm gonna go back into this Nintendo little deal. I guess there's a Civil War Part 2 that's going on with the Nintendo fan base, this little community. I know. It's just, oh my god! Like, I know these guys is just the minorities, but we got a group of guys that got a decent amount of followers, probably thousands of followers, whatever, and they spreading this cancerous talk, you know, in this community about this whole entire ports and shit. And basically, it's a back and forth. You know, I won't even say discussion. It's like they taking jabs and they throwing shade at each other, throwing each other under the table. Like, there's like drama videos going on. You know, even though they don't say the person's name, except Levelhead. He didn't care. He went ahead. He talked about all of them. If you didn't watch a Levelhead's video, man,
I saw that today.
It was funny, man. Like, you know. He said, "Shut up! You got to be out your damn mind." Think that
You do have to be out of your mind.
Yeah, I watched Shadow Fox video. That's just pure fuckery, man. That, I don't know what the hell was he thinking. Talking about the whole entire. We mean they don't got third parties. You got indies. Oh, okay, do people buy consoles for indies? That's what I want to know. Do people buy consoles for indies? When people watch TV, do they look at Madden's and Call of Duties, or do they look at or in the blind forest on TV getting heavily pushed and or advertising, or they looking at Mighty Number 9 on TV? No, they don't. Indies don't really get TV play like AAA games. Indies don't sell consoles. It's an extra benefit that we need. You know, but I don't know why they keep on doing this freaking indies as part of third party. Yes, they are part of third party.
It's all they have.
That's all they got, and look how that turned out. You know, I've been saying this for a while. Like you know, this is the same people saying that Nintendo don't need third parties to stay afloat. And I told a few people, okay, if you gonna think like that, then just go back and see how the Wii U did. See how they did. When you talking about they can survive without third party, it's just a pure fuckery that's going on. And Levelhead, he's just been, you know what? I feel that he's really trying in a nice way and saying that you guys are retards, but they are retards, man. I'm being honest, and this is just back and forth going on with these people, man. I don't know, man. Like, I'm trying my best not to get a part of that. I was part of that little conversation like a few months ago. That's when we had the little the first Fuckboy Roasting podcast a few months ago. Because everybody throwing shade at us, throwing shade at the Reboot team, and you know, you got Mr. T make that little peroxide video, whatever. He was throwing shade at the
a long time ago.
Yeah, I remember that. He was throwing shade at Nintendo guys going to the Xbox side. Like, I've been saying this, man. Like, even though if you don't mention the individual's name in your video or in your podcast, people are watching. Your viewers are watching, because the viewers, they don't only watch me, they watch them, and they go back and tell the other people that they've been talking about them. You know, it's just like, I don't need to watch their channel to know what they've been saying, because I got some of my people that watch their shit and they come back and tell me the fuckery that they spewing. That's basically what I'm saying. But the Nintendo Civil War is, I don't know, like, it's
not even a civil war. It's just some people who won't accept that the Wii U is a failure, and they're getting mad that Wii U games are going to a different console. That's all it is. It's like a small group of little weirdos who will not accept that the Wii U was a massive, complete, and utter failure. They won't accept it. They can't accept it, and they're mad that the best games that Wii U has, some of the best games that Wii U has are going to go to the Switch. And the best part about this is the Switch version will be the better version, because it's going to have more content and most likely a superior online service. So it's going to be better than the Wii U version. So not only is the Switch getting some of the best Wii U games, they're going to get better versions of the Wii U games, making the Wii U, as we already know it is, an absolute worthless piece of garbage.
Yeah, there's a rumor that the new Zelda games run like shit on the Wii U. That's a rumor.
You saw the comparison video about the Wii U version versus the Switch version? It's night and day better on the Switch.
Yeah, I saw that, man. But yeah, man, these guys, they just do not want to let go of the Wii U. Like, I'm not telling them to let go. They can have the Wii U. They can have sex with it. They can date it. I don't care what they do with it. But don't try to push your opinions to other people's opinions.
And don't get mad because people are excited for the Switch. Like, this is the part I don't understand. These people so desperately want you to love Nintendo. Yeah? That's their goal in life for some reason, is to get you to love Nintendo. Now everyone's excited for the brand new Nintendo console. The first time people have been excited for Nintendo in damn near 4 years. Yeah? And instead of being excited alongside everybody else, these guys want to cry. They want to cry because nobody wanted the Wii U, but they want the Switch. Like, I don't get it. You think these people out of everyone would be the happiest?
Mm-hmm. You would think, but I don't know what's their agenda. Yeah, just like you said,
their agenda is you.
Want us to force love the Wii U. That's
and I'm not saying you have to be on board with wanting ports. If you don't want the ports, like I said before, just don't fucking buy them.
Like, there's a reason why Nintendo's doing this. It's a business decision, man. The Wii U was a mass failure.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of people didn't get to play these games, and it looks like there's way more interest in the Switch. So instead of it took them 5 or 6 years to make Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 came out in 2014. So if you add 5 years to that, that's 2019. You want to wait till 2019 to get a new Mario Kart? Or do you want an enhanced version at launch? Like, you want to wait 2 years after the launch of the Switch to get a new Mario Kart game? Are you fucking stupid?
They're just dumb. Just very dumb.
And look how long it took to get a Zelda, the whole Wii U generation, to get a new Zelda.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
That's the reason you're getting enhanced ports, is so you have games at the launch of the console. They're going to be better than the versions you already had. And it's going to be for the new people that didn't have a Wii U. And then you'll still get your new Mario Kart, your new Smash. This is in the meantime. They can't have another Wii U launch where they just had a 2D Mario and a bunch of third-party games that were out already. Like, they're mixing it up this time. They're gonna have third-party games and more first-party titles this time around. Like,
they're trying to hit everything from ports to new everything.
It's crazy, man. Like, that's the thing that's so weird to me. Is like they are acting as if the only games coming out are ports. Like, there's we saw new games. We saw the new 3D Mario game. We know Pikmin 4 is on the way. We know that it's pretty much confirmed at this point that there's some sort of Mario Rabbids game. Like, there's stuff coming. I don't understand what the problem is. And again, if you don't want the ports, don't buy the ports.
How come, like, when they talk about this, they don't even bring up the fact that there's going to be a third version of the Pokemon Sun and Moon coming to the Switch?
That's amazing. That's awesome.
How come they're not talking about that? That's going to be a game changer.
That's going to be a system seller. That alone will sell more Switch units than the Wii U sold total.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody's talking about that. But they won't talk about ports. But they won't talk about the brand new 3D Mario game, in which we had not had 3D Mario games since Galaxy 2. You know, we hadn't had a Pokemon console game in a very long time. And
like, just think of it this way. When you get your Mario Kart 8 Switch or whatever the hell it is, but this time you have a better online service, you're actually going to be able to invite your friends, possibly do some sort of party chat, and you're going to maybe even have achievements this time around. You're telling me that's not a good thing? Like,
I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of blocking weirdos, but it just gets to a point that I'm gonna start blocking people that actually thinks like
but
that.
Again, like, this isn't not like Levelhead said it very specifically in his video, and I absolutely agree with this. This is not a gaming community issue. This is an issue with like a small group of people, and like, I don't think we should even be talking about it because like they're just wrong. Like, at the end of the day, they're just wrong, and it's gonna happen no matter what. There's nothing they can do about it, so they can either get on board or fuck off.
Yeah, because like I said, the Wii U is just the minority. You know.
Yeah, it's a dead-ass console. It's got some dead-ass games, and they're cherry-picking the good ones and porting them over for all the new people. Like, that's what's happening. You're not going to stop it. You can cry all you want, but everything about the Wii U it was a failure. Even the two-screen experience was a failed experiment. That's why the Switch doesn't use two screens. It's always going to be a one-screen experience.
Just look at the fact that before the Wii U came out, like a year before launch, just look at the reception that got versus the Switch reception, in which whenever it got revealed, it's coming out in 5 to 6 months. Just compare the receptions of both consoles and see which one could be more successful.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That the Wii U was a mass failure, and the Switch is a mass success as far as trendy, as far as everybody talking about, as far as what people want to buy. You know, it's the top.
They're sending the right message this time around.
Yes, it's the right message, and you got these little group of guys that's basically trying to spew that garbage into everybody. That we just don't want to hear that bullshit. We don't want to hear it, and it's just getting to a point that they basically just been a fucking pesky mosquito, and that's why we get these response videos because it's just getting sick of it, man.
I don't know, man. I think they're just finally coming to terms with the fact that the Wii U didn't do well. Maybe they've been blocking it out of their minds this whole time, but I think that it's finally catching up to them. That the console was a failure, and every time they see a Wii U game going to the Switch, I think it eats them up inside.
I think I know. They're not Nintendo fans. They are Wii fans. That's what it is.
Yeah, Wii U fans.
Fans, because if you're a Nintendo fan, you know what's best for the console. You would know what's best for their business. You know, and the fact that with all these ports and all these rumors, all these ports coming over, you should know that since this console is not selling as well, it will be a huge success if they put it on the Switch, especially when a lot of people have interest with the console. So you tell them you cannot be a Nintendo fan and you are against your beloved company, generally, basically make billions of more dollars. So you telling me that you're against your company of making a lot of money?
Whatever they need to do to make sure they get an install base this time, they're gonna do it. And that's just what it is. And having these games like Mario Kart and Smash and Splatoon ready on the Switch within the launch window is the right thing to do. Any way you look at it.
Like, I'm seeing a lot of people that didn't even buy a Wii U. Like, I go to GameStop, you got these older people. Like, honestly, I'm seeing like older people that's probably like in their 40s, maybe early 50s. Those are the people that probably used to play the original NES back then. And since they saw the Switch, it's like, you know what? Nintendo was my childhood. I might just go back and get this system because this system looks really good. Lots of people is really interested in the Switch, man. That's what I'm liking about it. And I'm not talking about the little casuals, those little grandmas and grandpas. I'm talking about the people that actually grew up with the NES. That whenever it came out in the 80s, they was either younger in their teenagers or early 20s. They grew up with NES, and they know what Nintendo is. And since Nintendo has been doing everything right, promoting this stuff, doing the right things, with the promotion, not having children, having adults to promote it. Now, older Nintendo fans that used to be Nintendo fans, maybe not, they might be Nintendo fans again. They are interested in the system again, which is a good sign. And Nintendo did everything right. Their little promotion, their little trailer might be a little cheesy, but it was a good sign. I like how they did it. So if they want to be mad about that, be mad about these little ports, whatever, just let them stay mad. They're gonna enjoy our Switch whenever it comes out, so they can all kick rocks and eat a lot of dicks. I really don't care. So okay, well, basically, me and you, we've been going out. So what about you, Nick? What's your thoughts and opinions about
it? Look, they know damn well that they're gonna buy these damn ports when they come out. They're gonna run out. They're gonna buy a Switch. They're gonna buy the fucking ports. I don't know what the problem is. They're gonna do it. It's just, I think it's going to happen. I'm going to do it. You guys probably going to do it. Everybody who's bitching about it is going to go do it. Let's just face it. This is what's going to happen here. I already said I'll probably buy most of the fucking ports anyway because I'm a fucking idiot and whatever. But at least I can admit that about myself. Unlike some of these other people out there who are just like not admitting it about themselves. I don't know. I mean, yes, there are some games I'm not going to rebuy. Like if they do Xenoblade Chronicles X, they re-release that. I'm not going to buy that because I played that already. I'm not going through that again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like the game, but like if I want to play it again, I'll just play it on the Wii U. I don't know. Mario Kart I'd probably get because it's going to have new shit. if they do Smash Brothers, I hope they fix the online at least, and that's all I'm really like wanting them to do. Other than that, I think the game was fine. Just fix the damn fucking online. Let's see. Obviously, Zelda game, which some people are saying it's not coming out on launch. Some people say it's hard. They can't make up their mind on that rumor. So, but yeah, I don't really know what's going on here. I remember a few years back, and you probably know who I'm gonna fucking say their names. Before they broke up, there was that lovely couple of We Lover and Nintendo, who pretty much made this whole video talking about that when people were trying to do Operation Rainfall to make a Xenoblade Chronicles come out to the U.S.
Oh yeah.
They're going to go, we don't need that game. Nintendo doesn't need that game. That game is terrible. You guys don't need to fucking fight for that. That's stupid. Everybody who's fighting this game is stupid. What the fuck do you think they did when the game finally came out here? They bought it.
Yep.
They unboxed it. They're sitting there like, oh, look at this game, Xenoblade Chronicles. Yeah, the game you didn't fucking want that you call this idiot. Look who bought that. Look who ran to GameStop the minute they said they were doing pre-orders on it. Put your damn fucking money down for the pre-order and went and got the game when it came out. Yeah, that was you.
Bunch of flip-flops going on around here.
So, damn well, as soon as, GameStop gives the okay for the fucking Switch pre-orders or any games coming out for launch, what the hell do you think these people are going to do? They're going to run right down to the fucking... Which, don't run to GameStop, by the way, because they fucking suck, but I have no better example right now for where to get pre-orders. So...
Yeah.
But that's basically what's going to happen. I have no idea why they think they're going to be any different. And like I said, as far as what features go, we don't know if Switch is going to have voice chat or not. It should. I mean, I think it should. It's not something I would fight for or against, but if it's there, it's there. You think you're not going to use it? You're going to fucking use it. And then you're going to proclaim it's the greatest thing that ever existed. Much like back when the PS3 didn't have party chat, and everybody's like, oh, we don't need party chat. Party chat is stupid. What the hell did you do when the PS4 came out? You throw a big old fucking party for party chat. And you all loved it, and you got together and circle jerked and jacked off while you talked to each other in your party chat. So this is what's going to happen. So stop fucking pretending. I don't know if any people are watching this, but stop fucking pretending that you're not going to go out and buy these damn games and then say it's the greatest decision you ever made. Because you will, and you're going to love it, and then we're going to remind you that you were a fucking idiot a year ago when you said, well, we don't need that. Yeah, you don't need it, I don't need it, but we're going to do it anyway. Just fucking douchebags.
Oh, damn. I didn't know old dude left. Sinister. I guess he got up early. What about you, Jay?
Pass.
Oh, that's right. That's right, Nintendo. So I guess you don't really care about this, but yeah, man. It's sad that these idiots still fighting over some goddamn ports. But the fact is, we get new games at launch. There's gonna be more interesting.
So funny.
There's gonna be more interesting games at launch than it was at the Wii U's launch.
And one last thing to respond to the people in chat: I'm not against them porting Xenoblade Chronicles X to the Switch. I hope they do it because it needs to be played.
Yeah, and what's cool is
I'm not against it happening. I'm just saying I see no reason for me personally to buy it because I already did it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I'm in the same boat. I would not buy that game again.
So I'm not saying
I think it needs to be more because it can use a lot more touch-ups and enhancements.
I think the Switch version would be better. It would have better, less pop-ins and much faster loading times.
And they need to fix the volume because whenever they talk, you hear the music. Some music is overshadowed. They're the freaking whenever they having their little conversations, man. That's
a good point. Actually, I didn't like that. That kind of annoyed me.
And also, the good thing is it's not Monolith Soft porting it. Apparently, it's some other company, and Monolith Soft's working on a new game.
Don't get me wrong, the game is good. Matter of fact, I don't mind buying it again because y'all remember I never finished it because the incident I had in my house. I got they took my shit, so I never finished it. So I wouldn't mind.
For me, I put 300 hours into it. I'm done. I'm never touching that game again.
Yeah, so it's not like.
played it that much. You probably don't want to touch it again. That's too much, man. That's a lot of time invested in one fucking game.
Yeah, I'm never playing that game again. That is too much.
But
Good game though, great game. But I'm done with it.
If these rumors are true, and which I think they are true, like if you get a Pokemon Stars, the Mario 3D game, a freaking Mario RPG crossover, like those games alone right there will make it impossible to find a Switch for the first few weeks after launch.
Also, the fact that they're only shipping like 2 million.
And that I really hope that is not true, because oh my god, if that shit is true, then I advise everybody to pre-order. Whenever it goes out for pre-order, you better take your ass to GameStop like it's freaking lunch day. I'm just being honest. It's just I don't know why Nintendo's the only people that do that. They don't do that with Pokemon games. They don't. They put as many Pokemon games out. When it comes to Nintendo hardware, their console hardware, like it doesn't make sense, man. Like
I get it with the NES Mini because that was a holiday item and they're trying to build hype like the Amiibo. But when we're talking about your brand new home console, why are you under shipping that console? Like it doesn't make any sense.
They did the same thing with the Wii. It would not surprise me.
Yeah, they're doing the Wii shit again. Fucking hell, man! Can you imagine? It'll be like a year of trying to find this shit if you don't get it at launch.
Oh, and especially if you wanted to play a new Zelda game. Oh my god, talking about getting pissed.
I remember because like when the Wii launched, I worked at Toys R Us at that time, and like so obviously I had one because I was able to get one of the first batch. But like we had people coming in every fucking day looking for a Wii for like a year.
Damn. So it took them a year to restock the shit?
To get more, because like when they would restock, like maybe once a week, we'd get like 3.
Are you fucking serious?
And like I hope they don't do that shit again.
That is crazy, dude.
Well, there was also another reason why they were doing that. And it's basically because at that time, in the world economy, the US dollar was the weakest at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So they were focusing more on output of like shipping things to like Japan and Europe where money was a bit stronger. So they would get better returns profit-wise from focusing on those regions instead of bringing it over here. So that also factored in part of why as to why you didn't see a lot over here is because they weren't making enough money off of here like they were in other parts of the world.
Mm. Okay,
it wasn't just Nintendo. It wasn't just the Wii doing that. There was a lot of things at the time that was causing that problem.
Okay, so basically we're that about wraps it up with everybody with this situation with the Nintendo community going at it with each other, whatever. But okay, I guess our last topic for today. I know Jay, you say you got to go. I know Sinister, he kind of bounced out early. He got to go to work in the mornings. You know, it's kind of like a last minute thing because I was really planning on doing this podcast Friday. I didn't want to do it tomorrow because the Dallas Cowboys play. That's my team. But yeah, we're going to talk about Black Friday, the discussions, whatever, talk about sales, whatever, the fanboy shit. But I guess the report saying that the Xbox One had won Black Friday, but the PlayStation 4 won throughout November, and it's pretty obvious why. But I remember I made a comment on StoFox Media video, and I basically said I'm trying to remember exactly what I said. I said that if they don't win Black Friday, well, if they don't win this month period, when November's MPD, then the PS4 Pro will be considered a flop, and that person make it seem like I'm fanboying it out. I was like, we talking about being a fanboy? It's, the PS4 Pro is a brand new system. If any brand new system comes out and their predecessor still sold more, then the new system would be considered a flop. Am I right? That's all I said. So. That's all I said. Like, it would be considered a flop, but they make it seem like I've just been a fanboy. I was like, what are you talking about? So first of all, this is a fanboy channel. This is a pro funny channel. You talking about me being a fanboy? Yeah. He never responded back because he was basically being a hypocrite. I was like, this don't even make sense. This dude, he dogs Xbox all the time. I'm just making a point. It's just like when the Scorpio comes out. I don't even say Scorpio because it might be let's say Scorpio comes out. Let's say the Scorpio comes out and that thing don't even sell worth the shit. Would that be considered a flop? Like Scorpio comes out, let's say it comes out in November. It comes out in November, and let's say some new Xbox One game coming out. And what happens if the PS4 still outsells Xbox that November, and there's a new console that's out? Would the Scorpio be considered as a flop? That's the exact same thing I'm saying about this right now. If the Xbox One outsells the PS4 in the month of November, then people could be looking at the fact that the PS4 Pro came out in November, and Xbox still outsold it. So wouldn't the PS4 Pro be considered a flop? That's just what I said, man. So what do you think about that? What do you think about that? Like, would it be considered as a flop if Xbox still outsells the PS4 in November?
It would be a little shocking to me if PS4 didn't win in November, considering they launched a new console. Xbox had a lot of really good deals on Black Friday, so obviously they sold quite a bit. But we're talking about a brand new console launch. You would just naturally assume Sony's going to win that month. Either way, I just don't give a fuck. But I guess you could consider it a flop of some sorts if they don't beat Xbox that month. But we all know who's going to come in last, and that's the Wii U.
Fuck the Wii U.
I don't know. I guess you would have to consider it a flop. Like, it's a new console. If you're losing out to an existing console, I guess you kind of have to. But PlayStation has so many SKUs out at this point. They have the standard PS4, they have the slim PS4, and they have the Pro. Like, it only makes sense for them to win that month. I don't know. I heard they sold like 2 million PS4s on Black Friday, which is crazy.
2 million on Black Friday?
Yeah, either Black Friday or the whole weekend, I guess, like Friday to Monday.
I thought they said 2 million, like, I guess whenever the Pro had launched. So I don't know.
But that's a lot.
But if they sold 2 million PS4s on Black Friday, then how many did they sell the Xbox One then if Xbox One on Black Friday?
No idea. But I know the Xbox One was doing quite well because I saw several Xbox channels talking about how it did really well. So I didn't watch any of them because, again, I just don't care. But I would assume it sold really well. There was some crazy deals.
I'm not saying to fanboy it out. Like I said in my video yesterday, like, you should care whether Xbox is doing well, because if they're doing well, then it's gonna fucking put a little flame on Sony's ass to fucking do something, because they don't want Xbox.
That's no benefit to me. I don't have a Sony console. I actually prefer when Xbox is doing poorly, because that makes them try harder.
You're right about that. But if you are a Sony guy, you won't. If you're just a gamer in general, you want good competition, because if Sony will stay number one for years and Microsoft won't do nothing about it, then you're going to expect a lot of fuckery. That's what Sony has been doing these past couple of years.
Yeah, if you're a Sony guy, you actually want Microsoft to do well. For me, I prefer having Sony dominate this generation, because it actually makes Microsoft put out better products, and that works out better for me. But if you're a Sony guy, like, you kind of have it shitty right now, because you're dominating this generation, so Sony's being like really lazy, and you're the ones that have to pay for that. But for me, I got a new Xbox with a 4K Blu-ray player, and now I get Xbox games going over to Windows, and I get like 2 versions of the game for buying it once. So, like, these are the benefits you get when your company's not like winning. What does Sony give you? Sony gives you $20 a month to play old games through PS Now. Sony gives you charging you more for PSN. Sony gives you terrible old-ass indie games for free for PSN. Like, you don't get good stuff because you're in first.
The free games on the PS Plus this month,
or PS Plus, whatever it's called. Yeah, they're shit again. They had one good month to like quell people's anger about the $10 increase, and now they're back to garbage.
Like, after they jacked the price up, we did actually had a good month, because they gave away Resident Evil.
Yeah, because they tricked everyone into thinking you were going to get better games because of the new increase, and they did it for like 1 month, and now you're back to garbage.
I guess I got tricked too, because I actually thought Sony was going to give out more good quality games. like not just piece of shit indie games that we hadn't even fucking heard of. If they were giving some indie games, give us some games that we knew about, like Shantae, or you know, I would say Ori, but that's an Xbox exclusive. Or you know, Child of Light. Like, give us some games that we know about, like Timbo the Baddest Elephant, or what's that game that kind of looks like Sonic? What's that game?
Freedom Planet.
The Freedom Planet. Like, give us these games.
That's a really good game.
That's what I'm saying. Give us a really good game, not these piece of shit games that we never even heard about. I never heard of these games before. It looks like shit.
Yeah, they don't even give you the quality indie games, because there's actually a lot of good indie games on the PS4, but like they don't give those ones to you. They give you the shitty ones.
Where's Strider at? Strider was a good game. I enjoy Strider. Where's that at?
Yeah, that was a good game. Oh,
yeah.
Jay's out.
Yeah, he got streamed.
Oh, okay.
So I guess it's us three now, the three amigos.
Oh, damn.
Wow, damn, this podcast never had three. Shit.
We need to wrap this up too.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes left.
Yeah, we're about to wrap it up. But
I'll just make my take on the subject short and sweet. None of that money that either company made went into my pocket, so who gives a shit?
Mm-hmm. Your money goes into their pocket.
I know. Like, I contributed to Microsoft sales this Black Friday, so but none of that contributed to me. So
I just bought a bunch of Steam games, so I don't know. Microsoft got the last thing I bought for Microsoft was Gears of War 4.
I got a free game from Steam.
Nice. Actually, if you download today, you can get Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon for free on Ubisoft site right now. And tomorrow they're giving away Assassin's Creed 3.
I got that. Did you get that for the Games to Go? Because I got that.
What?
The Far Cry 3?
Yeah, this is the PC version. They're giving.
Oh, PC version. Okay.
Yeah, they're giving like one game a month away for free because it's their 30th anniversary. So tomorrow, since it's December, the game's switching to Assassin's Creed 3. So that's a pretty shitty one to give out as your December game, but whatever. It's free. You can't really complain.
It's better than fucking PlayStation 4 free games.
That's true.
I'll take that over that shit. Like, Sony, they lost their mind. They supposed to be the lead dogs of this damn generation. They supposed to be the top dogs, but they give out the shittiest fucking games.
Yeah, because they're the top dog. Again, when you're winning, you don't have to try.
That's why I'm liking what Microsoft is doing. I like how they put the flame up their ass, man. Like, you know, a lot of people want Xbox One S's now. Like, you know, it ain't just because of the games. It's because of what it offers, man. Especially if you got 4K TV. If y'all hadn't noticed, 4K TVs it really sold really well this holiday, this Black Friday. I already knew this was going to happen. A lot of 4K TVs was going to get sold, and a lot of Xbox One S is going to get sold. Like, there's no point of buying a PlayStation console for, you know, unless you buy a Pro. But if you want to watch movies, then the PlayStation console is not for you. You gotta either get a Blu-ray, Ultra 4K Blu-ray player, or get the Xbox One S. It actually offers that for a really cheap price. So that's why
if you need a 4K Blu-ray player, like the obvious choice is an Xbox One S, because
you gotta remember,
it's cheaper than most 4K Blu-ray players.
The reason why it sold really well because, like, if you watch the Microsoft commercials, the Xbox commercial, like, it explains to you exactly what the Xbox One S comes with, Ultra 4K Blu-ray. It tells you what it comes with. That's really good marketing by Microsoft, and by them marketing their Xbox One S so well. That's why 4K TVs had jumped for Black Fridays. That's why Xbox One S outsold the PS4 on Black Friday, because, you know, everybody knows, the general public, the casual gamers knows that the Xbox One S comes with a Ultra 4K Blu-rays. If y'all look at the sales,
yeah,
like it's adding up. I know why. It's good marketing, good advertisement coming from Microsoft. You know, like, a lot of people, some people still confused. They want to know if the PS4 comes with. No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it does not.
Sony's very shady with the way they market the PS4 Pro.
I really haven't seen much marketing for it, to be honest.
Every time they talk about it, they always like twist words around when they're talking about 4K. I think it's very hilarious.
They don't say 4K, nothing native, just 4K.
Yeah.
So hopefully Microsoft, don't they got some kind of event about to come up?
Sony
I
has
heard
an
they bought-
event on, I think it's sometime next week, the PlayStation event.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we'll see some stuff there. I think that's where they're going to announce Marvel vs. Capcom 4.
Oh my gosh, I wish that is true. That it has to be true. I love it. I
That's
love
the
it. Seriously.
rumor, anyways.
I still play the ones on my Dreamcast, 1 and 2. I still play those. Those games are really good. So basically, I think that about wraps it up, guys. Like, usually be like about 7 of those. That's why we still be going. Like, if it was like 7 of those, we'd probably be at the halfway mark, to be honest. But anybody else got anything to add, or y'all wanna? Or y'all got it? I will take questions, but I know y'all got to get out of here.
One final thing, like I guess Nintendo finally came out with their plans for their team up with Universal Studios.
Oh yeah, that was cool. That little commercial they showed was nice. I like that.
So they're going forward with that finally. There's probably gonna be another like 2-3 years before it's actually ready.
Yeah,
And but it's a go.
that's exciting. That's genuinely exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I guess is that it? I guess that's it, right? Is that everybody?
So.
Pretty much
All
it.
right. What's that? What you say? I thought you said.
No, that's it. We're done. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We're good to go.
Well, I guess that about wraps it up this week's Real Talk with the Real Gamer show. I know it's been a short show. We kind of short staffed today, and we really short right now with 3 people because we never have 3 people on the show. We usually have 6 or 7, as an average, But
Yeah,
I know it's a Wednesday. I don't really do my podcast on Wednesday. A lot of people, got something to do. I know Thursday is which I normally, used to. Thursdays I always get my most views because that's the day that I know I have my podcast. So that might be another issue, and that might be another reason why my views is kind of low right now. I guess my average is like between 17 and 18 has been watched throughout this this podcast, But like I say, man, I know YouTube has been tripping lately. People's subscribers has been going down, their views has been going down, even my views been going down. Like it just bullshit. So I'm gonna keep stressing the fact that if you are subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit that notification bar. Please make sure you hit that notification bar so whenever I upload anything, you will know exactly. Yeah, you know exactly that I just uploaded a video, whatever. If I'm doing a video or I'm live streaming or I'm doing a podcast, whatever. So this might become a norm now. I might do that whole proud gamer thing. Talking about give me a thumb in or a like it. But
what is he called? He calls himself some really funny shit, like the albino rhino, the bony leg breaker extraordinaire.
I don't
I'm
know.
also trying to figure out 2 things. One, why does he sell T-shirts about himself? And 2, are there really people buying these T-shirts?
Yeah,
Well,
clearly he keeps selling them.
He got 27,000 subscribers, so somebody was, it's like this. If Jake Dunless that has like 900 some subscribers, and he gets people buying him stuff all the time, what makes you think people got over 20,000 subscribers? I'm pretty sure some people is buying this. He's getting supported. He's getting supported. I'm still waiting on my subscribers to buy me something, man. Come on, man. Y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping, man. Hey, everybody's in the chat, man. Y'all give me $5.
Give him $5 so he can buy those switches for you that he promised.
Exactly.
Okay, you're right. I need more than $5. Shit, give me $300. Shit. But yeah, like I say, man, it was a fun show. It was a little short. I know a lot of y'all want this to be at least a 2-hour podcast. I know a couple of y'all didn't like when we went under 2 hours one time. I was like, man, I wish we could do 3 hours, but that's just too much, man. But anyway, I might be back tonight. I might stream. You know what? No, I can't. I can't because I got a couple of TV shows to watch. But if I do come back tonight, I will be streaming Final Fantasy 15. If it's not tonight, then it will be tomorrow.
Oh damn!
I cannot wait to play that game. Yeah, the game looks really beautiful. I bought it on the PS4. I thought about buying the Xbox, but I try to show Sony some love sometimes. I got PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I don't want to buy everything on Xbox.
You should have bought on an Xbox just to piss Chris off.
Just piss him off. But I'm hearing that the game runs a little better. Of course, it looks better because the PS4 is more powerful. But I heard that it's running better on the PS4. That's what I'm hearing.
I heard it runs better on the Xbox, but like frame rate wise, but looks better on the PlayStation.
It's probably like a 1 frame difference between PS4
I doubt
and
it's
Xbox
anything
One.
you'll
Everybody's like,
notice because they both run like shit anyways.
literally unplayable on there.
They're both under 30 frames per second. So they're both garbage regardless.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, guys, I gotta wrap this up because I got a couple of shows to watch. I gotta watch.
It is time to watch Arrow.
No, it's time to watch The Empire and Lethal Weapon. Have y'all watched Lethal Weapon yet? That's a funny show.
I watched a couple episodes, but it's on the same time as Arrow, and I like that show better. So
recorded it. You got DVR?
I haven't watched Arrow in a while, but I like this crossover thing, so I gotta watch that one.
Y'all don't have a DVR? Y'all don't record it? Y'all don't have a DVR?
Yeah, I got one.
I got Hulu.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but yeah, if you really hadn't watched Lethal Weapon, man, like I'm a really huge fan of Damon Wayans. I've always been a huge fan of Damon Wayans since the Living Color days. I really love, he's a really funny guy. But the guy he's working with on Lethal Weapon, like they make a really good team. That dude he's funny. He's like that crazy funny type of guy. Like Lethal Weapon is a really funny show. It's a good show. So I got 2 shows to watch, that and The Empire. And like I said, if I have enough time, I will be streaming later on tonight. So it is what it is. But I guess it's gonna wrap this shit up, man. It's gonna get into our little outros, man. It's gonna start with you, Alex.
All right, what's going on, people? ActivesiN here. We're at the end of the show. Another week of Real Talk with a Real Gamer on a Wednesday.
Yeah,
I know it's a little weird, but yeah, tomorrow is the Video Game Awards. We might be doing something like the Reboot side, so look out for that.
Are you serious?
Possibly, yeah, because like we usually do the Video Game Awards stuff, so we'll try that out. We'll see. But yeah, that's about it. My channel's really slow right now because like I am working so much lately, and like I just don't have time. So my content's gonna be slow for the next month. But it'll be back to normal in January. But yeah, I'll still try to make these podcasts though. Yeah.
Y'all still working a lot of overtime with your job?
Yeah.
Oh damn, you've been doing this for like almost a month.
I know, I'm tired.
Because you hadn't done the show on your channel in like 2 or 3 weeks now.
Yeah, it's because I'm working late like every Tuesday, so I can't do it anymore. At least for until January.
Hey man, you getting that Christmas money, man.
Yep.
All right, I guess it's gonna go with you, Nick. I would give you the hand clap, but I think the hand clap is like I got so many viruses on my computer. Like the more shit that I do, it keeps fucking up on me.
You can't even do a hand clap anymore.
My computer was tripping a while ago.
You absolutely need to get on your computer.
Let's wrap this up because I really want to watch the show now.
Okay,
this is Nick from Incorporated. Here, it's a clap. There we go. Yay. All right, see you guys next week.
Weird word, ladies and gentlemen. All right, man. Good show. Good topics. We're gonna be back at it next Thursday. Hopefully, Alex can actually get back to his sin of what? I keep on getting your name mixed. Is it sin of den?
Den of sin.
Den of sin. Okay. I still can't get your name right on that show, man. Hopefully, Alex will be back on this channel next week doing his den of sin, whatever, so we can actually get back to regular schedule. Hopefully, I'll be back in regular schedule next week. On Thursday, Cowboys soccer play on Thursday. That's why I'm doing it tomorrow. I didn't even know that the Video Game Awards was tomorrow. I didn't want to do the podcast because the Dallas Cowboys is playing tomorrow. So, damn, I got 2 things to watch tomorrow. So, like I said, man, keep updated. If you're not notified, if whoever's going to watch this podcast in the future, make sure, I repeat, make sure you hit that notification bar, please, so you can keep on top of my content, my daily content, or my podcast, whatever. Because it's been a YouTube glitch lately that a lot of people has been frustrated because they're missing views. People are unsubscribe for some reason. It's a mess, man. Like I said, man, hit the notification bar, subscribe. When I guess my podcast is over. Peace out. Take it easy.
Yeah.